Howdy folks, it's Matthew, your friendly neighborhood technician, moving forward with a part 3 of the Buick 3.8 liter top half engine rebuild, gasket replacement, however you want to call it. We are not removing the cylinder heads. This is a supercharged 3.8 liter engine, so we removed the supercharger, upper intake, lower intake, valve covers. We are removing the exhaust crossover pipes and exhaust manifolds. The main reason for this job is I'm going after an exhaust leak that is back behind here at this manifold. And so might as well, as you can see, this engine needed it real bad. It's really nasty. This is what we call a grease pig. And that's always been my nickname for it. Oh wow, look at that. Is that... Yeah, see, this is what we call a grease pig. And you can't even get in here and work without just getting covered in grease. So, when I work on this car, I normally have to take 4 or 5 baths a day. I'm just joking. So where are we at? I am now ready to remove both of the valve covers and the exhaust crossover pipe, and that'll leave me with just the exhaust manifolds to remove. Also, I got to get in here and clean all this up. And I mean, as you can see, I'm probably gonna need to find a parts washer for some of this stuff, and see if I can send it out before, because I'm not gonna put it back together with grease like this caked up on it. So how do we remove our valve covers? The first thing I'd like to mention for you to do is remove any of the engine brackets that you see that are going to be on this engine. All right, and they're all held in by 2 13mm nuts and bolts. Okay, so you might have a bolt and then you'll have a stud with a nut. They're not too hard to get at on the front. The back, you just got to get in here and get down in there with your socket and your ratchet and just kind of fight it. You're gonna have limited room back here. This one doesn't want to come off. See, this one will. So there you go. See, 2 13mm, a nut and a bolt, and that's gonna be back down there. And then this one as well. I'm gonna go ahead and get that one removed. Alrighty, so now I got those back brackets off, and as you can see, there's actually quite a bit of room to work back in here now. So now we're going to go after our valve covers, and in order to remove the valve covers, you're going to have 10mm bolts. Okay, anywhere where you see a divot here, you can have 2 here. Well, I shouldn't say anywhere. Alright, so you're going to have 2 here, and then you're going to have 2 on the other side, and then you're going to have 1 here and then 1 here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bolts, and the pattern is going to be same on the other side. You're going to have 2, 2, and then 1 is going to be on the outside there. So I've got these ready to go. I'm going to pull that off now. Internally, this engine isn't too bad. Looks like oil changes have been kept up, and there's not like a bunch of sludge down in here. So there's been times where I've opened engines up, and I kid you not, it is just caked up with all kinds of sludge. So I'm pretty happy about that. It's just everything else around it needs to be cleaned off. Let's see if we can get... And same for this side. This is a good time to check everything in here, see how it works. And again, there's not a bunch of sludge inside of here, so I'm pretty happy about all that. Just got a heck of a lot of cleaning to do. You also want to remove your exhaust crossover pipe, and you're going to do that with 13mm bolts using a 13mm socket. Now, the thing about the exhaust crossover pipe is there's a good chance bolts could break. Exhaust bolts like to break, and that's what's happened on this one, as you can see back here. So I got a few different ways I can go at this. I'm gonna go ahead and remove the crossover pipe out of the way now. Okay, now we've got this engine completely opened up. And again, all this, look at that. All this needs to be cleaned, man. Gonna have to go in here with degreaser, cover all this up, get in here with some degreaser and just clean the heck out of this thing. So as you can see, I've got 2 exhaust bolts here that broke out. Now, what I'm probably gonna try to do first is get it to where you guys can see. What I'm probably gonna try to do first is soak it. All right, and now these are studs, so I'm gonna see if I can soak it and grab what's left on the backside here and extract it. If not, then what I'll do is I'll take a center punch. I'll punch a little hole in it, starting in the middle, and then I'll go ahead and I'll just have to drill that out. And I may just go ahead and remove that whole manifold, pull it out, put it on the workbench to do that. Downside about broken bolts and stuff is it's a lot of extra time and a lot of extra work. So, but hey, that's kind of why I like doing what I do out of my backyard, because I don't have like a bunch of overhead and stuff. So honestly, whenever I run into a situation like this, I always tell people, if you can just give me the time, then I'll do what it takes to get that fixed up correctly. So the only thing we have left to do is remove exhaust manifolds, drill those out, get everything cleaned up. I'm actually probably going to start with cleaning everything. So I'll make videos and show you beginning and after of what this thing looks like cleaned up. And I'm probably going to leave the exhaust manifolds on while I clean it up, then remove them. So there you go, folks. This job is coming along pretty good. I'm just glad that there's not like a bunch of internal engine crud in there, bunch of junk from oil and all that other stuff. So looks like everything's working out. All right, folks. Well, this is Matthew, your friendly neighborhood technician. I appreciate you guys watching my videos and coming and hanging out with me. There's my awesome wife, Donnell. If you have any questions or anything like that, shoot them to me in the comments. I do my best every morning to try to wake up and check my emails and all that other stuff, and I really enjoy hearing from you guys. And also, I really enjoy helping you guys with your own do-it-yourself projects. So once again, thanks for the support, and I am signing off.